guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm going to be showing off some Transformer stuff. So a while ago, my brother and his family came over to visit, and he brought with him a bag of toys. And these were, well, this is what he brought. He just had it in his hand. I'm like, oh, what's that? And he said that he liked to collect these things a while ago as well, and he put them on display and stuff. And I guess some of these are duplicates that he bought twice, or he just didn't have the room for them anymore. And he thought, hey, do you want them? And I'm like, sure, why not? So, and a lot of these are from like the movie and the video game and all that stuff. Like they're not the original Transformers. But anyways, let's take a look at them. And I'm not going to be opening up the packages. They're all sealed and everything. I just think they're better that way. I do have like a few of the movie ones that I bought when the first movie came out, like Bumblebee and Jazz and what else? Barricade. Who else do I have? I don't have a lot. I think I only bought about 4 or 5 of them, and I kind of stopped at there. So this one's Jolt. I'm not too familiar with him. I've never seen, like, if he was in the movie, I probably didn't even recognize him. There were so many of the Transformers movies by now. I got a lot of them mixed up. I really stopped paying attention to them after the second one. This is a Walmart exclusive, which is cool. I know Walmart did that a lot. They had a lot of Transformers that they only sold, and that was the way they, I guess they would get you in to go to shop at Walmart, is to have exclusive toys. Just like they do with the reissues, where they got like Bumblebee and, some of the other Generation 1 Transformers. I don't know what kind of car he is, but it doesn't really say. It just says Allspark Power, which was from the movie. A little bit of dust. Autobot Camshaft. Now I remember seeing these guys in the shelves, and I always wondered what was up with the face. And it's really just a camera lens, and I don't know. I saw a bunch of them like that, and I was wondering why do they have camera lens? This says Allspark Power as well. It's not really saying if this is from like one of the movies or not. It's just saying Transformers. I mean, well, that's cool. There's a picture of Cliffjumper. That would be awesome. But yeah, I don't really recognize this guy. Not sure what kind of car he is either. But looks pretty cool. I mean, if you know what kind of car that is, throw it down in the comments below. It's kind of hard to see it while it's in there. Looks not too bad. And of course, that would be him in robot mode there. Camshaft. It kind of reminds me of like, what was this? The reflector, the camera guy with the thing in the middle. Let's put that down. So we got another one of those guys with the camera eyeball for a face. This is Payload. Looks like is that an armored car or something like that? Looks sort of like that. Sorry, the lighting is a little bit weird. It's hard to see. There's some dust on there. But yeah, and it doesn't show him on the back, so I don't know what he looks like in robot mode, other than his face, which is a camera, or some kind of weird lens. Kind of weird. This says as seen in the Transformers video game, so maybe it has something to do with that. But I don't know. Be interesting to find out if anybody knows. Okay, so this is actually taken from the movie, and it actually says Revenge of the Fallen, which that was what, the third one, I think. There's a second or third one. I've lost track now. But this is sideways. He's a Decepticon. You can see the symbol there. Pretty cool looking car as well. Sorry for the reflection there. I know that I got a light like really right over there coming down, but I got really bad lighting over here. This is why the half of my man cave there is lit up. The lighting down here is crap. Level 3. I guess they give them levels. It says right there as their transformability. I would probably have a hard time transforming any of these things. I wouldn't even attempt it anymore. They're not like the originals where they made sense, or they were, you fidgeted with it and you transform it. These things, like, everything just pops out of them, and you got to really know what you're doing. And let's see, is that him there? That's him in robot mode there. Not bad. Kind of looks like, something from the original. And then the other one's rampaging. Put that there. And we got Deadwing. Again, another one with that camera eyeball thing. I don't know. Were they just getting lazy and they didn't want to design faces for these things, or is there actually a reason for that? And I do remember seeing it, and that's him in robot mode there. He kind of looks like, you know, like Starscream or any of the other ships, or not ships, but planes. Deadwing is a Decepticon. I don't know if this is from as seen from the Transformers video game again. I don't know why they say that. Like, was this only in the Transformers video game, or was it ever in the like the cartoon or the comic or anything else? I don't know. I'm not really 100% on that. But yeah, that's how he looks like there. Pretty cool looking plane though. I mean, that looks pretty awesome. Kind of has that Starscream look to him. Even the guy from the aerial bots. And we got Rescue Ratchet. This is one of those deluxe ones. You can see it's the bigger packaging. A little bit of dust there. Dust these things. But yeah, the Ratchet. Now, Ratchet was, you know, originally from the G1. You know, I did a video on the one I got. That's this guy right here. He was, that's the original Generation 1 Ratchet. And he was the medic, I guess you want to say. And so they kept him the same. And, you know, this is an emergency vehicle. You can tell it's got, like, that whole heartbeat monitor thing going on there. He's got the red and white, just like his original form. But I know he was a little bit different in the original movie. Let's see what this is from. Automorph technology. I don't know if it tells us. This might have been from the first movie. I know they made a whole bunch, Voyager class. I know they made a whole bunch of these, and you know, typical with the Transformer toy lineup is they would put out a bunch and then re-release them later on with a slightly different paint job and give them like maybe a different name, like they're calling this one Rescue Ratchet, you know, or maybe even just keep their name the same, just give them a different paint job and try and sell it as a different toy, and even sometimes what they would do is they would give it a completely different name and pass it off as a completely different Transformer. I mean, you can kind of see that happen with Ratchet with Ironhide, because they were identical in the toy except for their paint jobs and of course their name. But this actually looks pretty decent. Again, I probably wouldn't be able to transform. His face looks kind of, I don't know, weird, but at least he's got a face this time and not a camera. But if that is a camera or some kind of weird lens. And of course that's him there in robot mode. Looks pretty cool in robot mode. Got some kind of clampers like Jaws of Life thing on the side there. Looks like anyways. Not bad. The detail on these ones were actually pretty decent. And this is the last one. And that's Thundercracker. One of the 3 jet planes from the Decepticons, all the way from the beginning. Again, this is probably from the same line, same set as the Ratchet was. This looks like it was just Thundercracker. There's nothing different about him. And he was pretty much, you know, Thundercracker and Skywarp and Starscream were all pretty much the same jets, the same paint jobs, or, you know, slightly different paint job colors, but they looked very similar, and you can see he does kind of resemble the Starscream. I don't remember him being in the movie, but he might have been there. I just didn't notice him. It was like, you know, and sometimes they would just create a line of figures just to add to, you know, people buying more stuff, just to make it, you know, just to make some more money. So he might not have been in the movie, but they created him anyways. But that's his face there. I don't know what they're going on with the face. I see that kind of that pointy head thing kind of resembling the way they kind of looked in the cartoon. But yeah, not bad. The dust is getting to me. I gotta dust these things. They've probably been sitting in, you know, a closet or something collecting some dust, so they definitely need a good dusting. So anyways, yeah, that was pretty cool of my brother to do that. I mean, I didn't expect it. He just kind of showed up with it and, you know, probably doing some spring cleaning. I know he's got his own collection of stuff, and you know, he's more into cars and NASCAR and all that stuff. So he's got a lot of car figures, or you know, Transformer figures and cars and stuff. A few G.I. Joe things. in his collection. And so I'm probably going to have a similar situation here where I probably won't be able to put everything out. Now that seems to be always an issue when you have like limited space, obviously, and that's where you kind of gotta move things around. You gotta take things out and put replace every once in a while. Just kind of switch things around, put some stuff back into the boxes, and then take other things out, and it just kind of keeps things fresh because you kind of stare at the same things all the time, right? And so just rotating is probably a good thing. I mentioned in my previous video that, well, not my previous video, but the previous Man Cave update video, where I was thinking about reorganizing everything, just pulling everything down and just rebuilding everything, just putting everything back differently, maybe putting some stuff away and putting out some other stuff, and then, eventually do another Man Cave tour. But, that'll just take some time, and I definitely need to clean up. I still have a messy Man Cave. Anyways, thanks again to my brother for giving me all these toys. I'm going to see what I can do about putting some of them up for now. I don't know if I'm going to have the room. I definitely need to dust them because I was starting to get the scratchy nose there. That kind of tells you that there's a lot of dust going on. Anyways, hope you liked the video. If you recognize any of those Transformers, if you know anything about why they have a camera lens for a face, throw it all down there in the comments below. Everything's good. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.